Hi everyone, this is a tutorial to demonstrate how to catch the background colour when you need to knit with the dominant colour. So here, this method is specific to the way in which I hold my yarns for colour work, which is to have one colour in my right hand and one colour in my left hand. Now the left hand yarn is your dominant colour. So that's the colour that's going to stand out more in the colourwork pattern. And your colour in your right hand, that's your background colour. So quite often you're called to catch floats, particularly where you're working, a section of more than say about 5 floats. Some people like to do it more frequently than that and catch their yarn every sort of 3 stitches, but it's up to you. Personally, I tend to catch my floats when I've got a run of more than 5 stitches in a row. So I've demonstrated before how to catch your dominant colour with your background colour, but just as a reminder, you insert your needle into the stitch, you bring your dominant colour over the needle, you knit with your background colour, and you take the stitch off the needle, and that catches that dominant colour on the wrong side. And if you've seen this tutorial that I did previously on colourwork, I've mentioned that I like to do that on kind of at least 2 consecutive stitches, because I just find that it helps that strand of caught yarn at the back to be really invisible by kind of sharing the strain of catching that across 2 stitches rather than just 1. So I'm going to show you now how to catch if you need to catch the background colour rather than the contrast colour, rather than the dominant colour. So here I've got a run of 7 stitches of my dominant colour. So I'm going to just knit 2 as normal, but then on the next 2, I'm going to catch my background colour. And what you do here is you insert your needle into the stitch, and then you bring your yarn around, your background yarn, around the needle as if you're going to knit with it, but you're not. You then bring the dominant yarn around the needle and you remove that background colour, because you don't actually want to knit the stitch with that colour, you just want to catch it. Slip the stitch from your needle, and that background colour has been caught at the back using your dominant colour. I'll show you that again because I like to do it over 2 consecutive stitches, as I mentioned. So you pretend that you're going to knit with your background colour, but then you actually knit with your dominant colour and you remove the background colour from the needle and slip that stitch over to the right needle. And that catches the background colour with the dominant colour. And that's how I catch where I have a longer run of the dominant colour. As I said before, I tend to only use this where I have a run of more than 5 stitches. 5 or less, I don't tend to bother to catch the float. Okay, I hope that helps.